Hi guys, Merry Vlogmas. Are you as surprised as I am? Because up until like last week, I had been really on the fence on if I was doing Vlogmas this year, and then I just randomly decided last week that I was gonna do Vlogmas. So surprise, hi, Merry Vlogmas. If you're new here, my name is Haley. I make content all about life with mitochondrial disease and other chronic illnesses and just share other bits and pieces of my life on here. Sorry if the camera work is shaky. I'm trying to improve my tripod holding skills, but I do something called the 12 days of Vlogmas, which is me posting a video every day for the 12 days leading up to Christmas, because I accepted my limits a long time ago when I first started doing Vlogmas. There's no way I could ever do the full like month of Vlogmas starting December 1st. That's not me, unfortunately. But I do the next best thing, which is the 12 days of Vlogmas, and I'm excited. So we'll see like what I get up to this Vlogmas and share with you guys, and like, I don't know, things I'll discuss on here. So we shall see this year. I do have quite a bit to update you guys on because I'm actually in the process of weaning off of TPN. So I'm going to be chatting about that a little bit later and sharing about that in my Vlogmas vlogs this year. And yeah. Hey, it's been a while since I last vlogged. I did end up putting my laundry away. Very proud of myself. For those who also have the struggle of putting away laundry, I commend you every time you put it away, because I don't know what it is. It's not that I don't like it, it's a lot. It's a lot to put away. So did that, and now I'm actually gonna take Willow on a walk because it's cooled down enough. And yeah, we're just gonna see what the rest of the night brings. I definitely want to chit chat later, but I put my Christmas tree on for the day, so love that, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello! In case you've noticed, it is the next day. I was going to finish this vlog last night, but that didn't happen. But I kind of wanted to chat about what I was talking about in the beginning of this vlog, a little bit about weaning TPN, because that is currently like the biggest thing going on currently in my life. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to attempt to put these fake Christmas nails on. Am I a fake nail girly? No, I'm not. My mom just found these in the garage last week and wanted to know if I wanted them. We'll see, because when it comes to talking on video, I'm really bad at multitasking. In real life, totally fine. For some reason, when I'm vlogging, filming, I can't multitask. It's really hard for me to multitask. But here I am. Alas, here I am. And I wanted to chat about what it's been like weaning TPN, how that's looked for me, how that's like possible. So for anyone who's unfamiliar or may not remember, the reason I was on TPN to start with is because I have pancreatic atrophy, which means that part of my pancreas has died off. And because of my pancreas atrophy, I have something called pancreatic insufficiency, where there's not enough enzymes that my pancreas produces to break down food and absorb food. So your pancreas is actually really important for digestion and digesting foods and absorbing nutrients from food. When it doesn't make enough enzymes, you don't tolerate your food. It will go just right through you. And so I'm on something called digestive enzyme pills. So those are the supplemental enzymes that my pancreas doesn't make. And I have to eat those with every meal, everything I eat, whether I like it or not. In saying that, pancreatic insufficiency is really difficult and has been really difficult for me personally to deal with, because even though I'm on these supplemental enzymes, there are still so many foods that my body just cannot absorb. It can't break down for whatever reason. It makes no logical sense. For example, a good example would be, I cannot tolerate lettuce. Lettuce destroys my GI system. But celery is fine, carrots are fine, bell peppers and onions are fine. Like it doesn't make any sense. And so I was diagnosed with pancreatic insufficiency back in 2020, and that's when I was put on TPN, because I was just severely malnourished. It was really bad. And so I've been on TPN every day since then. I started on 24 hours of TPN, weaned down to 18, and then weaned down to 12 hours. And so I've been on 12 hours. I hook up at night, and I just kind of thought it would be just a thing that would, what's the word? Inevitable is not the right word. If I think of the right word while I'm editing this, I will put it on the screen. But I just thought it was going to be like this for who knows how long. But this year, I noticed like I was gaining quite a bit of weight. And so I reached out to my TPN team and I was like, hey, like I want to look into why this is happening. And so they were like, okay, well, why don't we start cutting some calories and see how that affects you? And that helped me, you know, go back down to my normal weight, which I had been. And so with that, I was like, well, actually, like I am able to eat a lot more than I have been in previous years. And even compared to a year ago, like I have worked through so much to be able to get to where I am. And it was like a switch flipped in my brain this year. And I was like, actually, like, can I continue weaning down? I want to try to like wean off of this as much as I can. And if possible, like totally wean off of it. And so kind of in the process of kind of having these thoughts, bringing them to my TPN team, I was in the process of trying to find another doctor because my current GI doctor currently practices out of state. I had to go out of state to see her earlier this year, and it's just, I don't want to continue doing that. It was very difficult though to find a specialist, but I finally found a specialist, and then talking with him, he's like, yeah, I think you're at a point where you can wean off of TPN and we can try and see how it goes. And so that's been like a discussion for the latter half of this year, and I finally 2 weeks ago started weaning. So I don't know what it has been like for anyone else. I can only attest to what my team is doing, which is they are cutting days. So instead of having TPN 7 days a week, I'm going to 5 days a week. So 2 weeks ago, I went 1 day without TPN and I felt really good that day. And so that was really hopeful. And so last week I was like, let's increase it to 2 days, and my team agreed. And I'll be honest, last week was rough. The first day went great. I didn't have any issues. The second day, I just did not feel good. I felt weak and I just felt tired, and it was just like not good. And so I ended up just completely spiraling and panicking that like this wasn't going to be feasible after all. And like I was failing, but I was like, well, let's just see how I do next week, which is this week. And I expected this week, the other day I went a day without TPN. I expected this, you know, this week to be the same, where like the first day I was great, second day would be awful. The other day, the day I was off of TPN, I don't know what it was about that day. I don't know if there was something else at play besides being off of TPN, but I was like, oh no. Like, I feel like I am on the brink of, if I do one thing, I'm going to push myself and I'm going to have a flare-up of my mitochondrial disease and a flare-up of my POTS, and I'm just going to not be okay and I'm going to overdo it. And it did feel that way. And so I was so frustrated at the beginning of this week, and I have been really frustrated with that day because it's like, I know I'm eating enough calories. It's not the calories that are the problem, because the calories in my TPN are very minimal actually. My hypothesis and estimated guess is it's more the fact that my body has been used to being on TPN for all of these years, that the sudden change, my body's just like, whoa. Because I have historically, whatever it is, I've historically had very difficult times weaning off of things. And so there is that. And then also just like taking away TPN, that's taking away like a good amount of fluid that my body has been used to getting. And so I was really discouraged the other day, and today I'm TPN free. I am feeling so much better than I did the other day. I think the other day was an example of how a bad day without TPN can present, and as much as it sucked and scared me and made me spiral, I think it was helpful in the fact that it's like, okay, I know now that there may be a day where I feel like crap, but there also may be another day where I don't, which is today. I feel like I'm able to keep up my activity, and I think that's something that's helped me today compared to earlier this week. Is I've been a lot more focused on properly hydrating, and I'm not so much in my mind with my anxiety. So that's the current update, but it's hard. It's hard weaning off of something, even though it's really good that I'm weaning off of it. It's hard because my body's been used to it and I've been used to it, and I don't know how everything will turn out until I try. And so a lot of it is a mind game. The other half of it is up to my body. And there's definitely things my team is doing. They're adding some things to my normal like D5 fluids that I get every night to kind of help, and adding some electrolytes and potassium in there. And so there's those options, that little bit of cushion that is more helpful. I'm taking a multivitamin when I'm not infusing TPN, and I'm trying to consume as much calories as I can orally, but it's going to continue to be something that's a learning curve, and I don't know how to describe it other than that. I think if you're someone who has not had any food issues, or have not had issues similar to me or been on TPN, it's hard to know what it's like until you're experiencing it. So that is where my head is at. And I feel like I have been chatting for so long. Oh my goodness, I've been chatting for so long about this. But that's kind of the update, and I wanted it to be a little chit-chatty in today's vlog. There will be way more excitement in the coming vlogs, but I just want to extend to you that wherever you are, whether you're someone like me who's on TPN, or you're weaning off TPN, or you're in the process of starting it, or you know you have a feeding tube, or you're in the process of getting one, like, I want you to know that you're not alone, and that it is a unique experience to be on supplemental nutrition, and it is really difficult and it's really hard, but I want you to know that you're doing a good job, and if you're on it, you're on it for a reason. There's no shame to be had. Don't feel guilty, and don't compare yourself to anyone else. That's what I have to keep reminding myself of, because it's very easy to play the comparison game. But that's kind of my little tidbit for you, is that you're not alone, and wherever you're at, that is where you're at, and that's okay. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and enjoyed catching up with me, and I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas video, which will hopefully be way more exciting. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Okay, real quick, I finally finished putting on the fake nails after I was done talking, of course. Like I said, I can't multitask. Here they are. They turned out really cute. We'll see how long they last. I don't think they're gonna last for the night, mainly because of my own doing. I think I will get impatient with having long nails, but we shall see. They're very cute, and I'll let you know in tomorrow's vlog if I have any of them on still. But thanks for watching this vlog.